So, good afternoon, dear colleagues, dear friends. This is the first course, the first lecture, the first session of our international course in soft and research skills development. Next semester, we are going to have another international course in soft and digital literacy. But also in this semester, we will try to combine all the available lectures that they are going to be provided mainly by me, but also from colleagues through the network that we participate, mainly the Virtual Exchange Program Impact, and also the Athena European University. The program and the lectures, they are going to be announced through the Moodle platform. And let's move to the logistics in order to start our course. So I will share my screen and we will move on. So let me change the... So I think that now you can see my screen?
No.
Now? You should be able to check. Okay, very good. So good morning, everyone. Where I can see that we have participants from Norway, which is like, based to a collaboration that we have with the Norwegian universities and HMU, and I'm very happy on this. We continue our collaboration since last year, and also some participants from the Impact Project, and also some Erasmus students. But we will have time to introduce each other and know each other. The course, my name is Kostas, so you can call me Kostas. I work for Hellenic Mediterranean University, the Virtual Exchange Program Impact, and also the Athena European University Alliance. But through the semester and through the lectures, you are going to learn more things and more opportunities that we can provide you as a part of the course. Let me also accept, the people as they come. The course is called an Introduction to Soft and Research Skills, but we are going to have an extra sessions every Wednesday. We call them Artificial Intelligence Playground. I'm sorry, it's going to be provided from my colleague Elena Misrachi, and it has to do. I will appreciate if you are going to mute your microphone. I will mute you. It's going to provide some examples and some practices regarding new digital tools for teaching and learning. So this Wednesday, we are going to be able, this Wednesday session is for students as well, because some of the sessions are only for teachers. This Wednesday at 9 o'clock CET, we are going to have the first session regarding the Bing application for students from Elena Misrachi as a part of this course. This course, we plan to have the lectures every Friday. Every Friday at 09 CET. You need to register to the Moodle platform. I have tried the last week to switch on the self-enrollment, but for some reason does not work. So I will have a meeting with my IT in order to check it. Otherwise, I will enroll the students that they have enrolled to the course, manually by myself, and I will share with you not the permanent username and password, the non-permanent password, so you will be able to select one. And I will do this, not later than this Wednesday. Each lecture that we are going to have, when we finish it, it will be accompanied by a simple quiz test built in the Impact LMS platform, the Moodle platform, where you can find the video files as a part of this recording, but also the lecture notes and all the accompanied material that can help you to study by yourself, and also to read more of the soft skill or the research skill or the digital literacy that we are going to develop. As I mentioned, all the lectures, they are going to be recorded. And also, let me I suggest you to be connected in the Facebook through the Impact Project, the Athena European University, and also by myself, in order to have another communication channel through the Facebook. Similar links also exist in the LinkedIn, and I will share with you during the lecture. So now, in order to get introduced each other and learn some things for yourself and what are your, how can I say, expectations from this course. Let's go to the Menti.com. I will stop sharing my screen in a while, but you can see over there, I can wait, go to the www.menti.com and use this code 65 69 29 51. I'm going to wait for a minute and then I will stop sharing my screen in order to share our interaction through this digital tool that help us to know each other and visualize our answer. So go www.menti.com and use the code 65 69 29 51. I'm going to wait for a minute and then I will stop sharing my screen and share the Menti.com in order to be able to check the answers. So I stop share my screen 10 seconds. I repeat, you can see here www.menti.com and use the code 65 69 29 51. I would like to say to you that as a part of the course, I will inform you also of other activities that we are doing through the European University, our course, the Impact Project. For example, we start on Friday scientific presentations within the frame of the Athena talks, where we invite speakers, distinguished scientists, to present in a popular science way their research. And our first speaker will come from Indian Institute of Technology, and he will speak about 2D materials and applications. But I will inform you as a part of the course, and if you can participate, it's even better. You can practice your English, because this is the main objective: speak and interact in English, and also enhance your knowledge regarding deep technologies and how do these deep technologies apply for societal needs or any other application. So let me stop sharing my screen in order to go myself also to the deep tech, to go also to Menti.com. And let me share my screen. If you know if let me check if it will work. So I will share my screen again. Share my screen in order to go to our answers. That I can see that you have already started. This is good. Let's check. So the first thing that I would like to do to you is like to introduce yourself. Since we are 35, I'm expecting 35 responses. I can wait. If you have any issues connected with the Menti.com, please let me know. So I can see that the main responses are coming. We have from HMU, we have from Norway. If I go down a bit, I can see mainly Norway, West Bohemia, University in Morocco. Hi, Yasin. It's very nice to meet also people from AUI, and I would like to thank very much this impact partner for its contribution to this. So please, you know, all the students and all the participants, to introduce yourself. Since we are 34, we have 15 responses. Please let me know if you have any issues for introducing yourself. Actually, we are 33 because I don't count. I have already introduced myself. And I will move on when we have now we are in 50%, where we are going to reach the 70% in any question. I will move on. Also, this helped me to know which students they participate, because it's not only the lectures, but also I would like to check, you know, also the level of participation from different Popovic from Bosnia. I think that you are an Erasmus student. Thank you very much. 21 responses. I'm going to wait because, you know, I have also to improve my anxiety soft skills. I'm not good in a lot of soft skills. Whatever I'm going to teach you is from my mistakes. So don't take me as an expert. I'm a laser physicist. So I have nothing to do. I only observe things. Oh, my dear friend Sasa is with us from Maribor. Thank you, Sasa. So I can see people like 30 responses. Excellent. So I'm going to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 31. Let's engage everyone. We are 33, so we're missing two sleepy partners. Are you sleepy? No, one. We have one sleepy partner. Okay, let's hope that in the next one we're going to have 33. So let's move to the other one. What are your professional? I mean as a student, if you have professional expectations from this course. So you can write whatever expectations you have from this course. This will help us in order. This is the first from the 10 to 12 lectures that we are going to have.
Ale
yes, sir?
są chill, także jak dołączysz teraz, to będzie okay.
I think that my dear colleague, I will find you. So please I will mute you. Mute your microphone.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry, no worries. If you have any question, just ask the question. But if you speak between yourself, please mute your microphone. So I'm waiting for your responses. What are your professional expectations from this course? You can write whatever you want. This will keep, and I will share this with the rest of the trainers in order also to accommodate your preferences and your expectations. Of course, during the course, we're going to have a feedback questions in order to provide us what do you expect in order to continue better, but also the next versions of the course to be improved. I hope to be better at English. This is it's one of the objectives of the course, because we would like to have English as a medium of instruction for me, for you, for everyone to communicate. This is also among the inclusivity internationalization. We would like by adapting and by satisfaction of your expectations to develop a course for you and the lecture journey that I will join each week. Thank you. Networking development, new skills to improve my soft skills and my research development skills. Regarding the research development, we're going to have courses, lectures, how to read a paper, how to read an article, how to write an article, how to submit an article. Later on, this is soft skills, how to write an email, which is very important. And of course, we are going to have the feedback from the market and the market reports in order to introduce this kind of lectures. And our lectures, they are going to combine your opinion, like tools like this one. You are going to be called to work as a teams, during the lecture. And of course, we're going to have some theoretical background and discussion as moving. I'm expecting from this course to practice my English skills, expand my network international level, and learn new things in electrician subjects from Greece. In electrician subjects, I don't know what you mean, but the topics are going to be very electric and very triggering, I would say. Understand what are the soft skills and their importance. This is one of the main purposes, like to understand the importance of the soft skills, and whatever we are doing right now in the universities and in the professional work is around these non-technical skills that anyone can develop through the way that the university teachers teach their course, and also through your engagement. More improve my English. I think that more communication. I think that we have captured somehow your expectations on the way that we have designed this kind of course to learn new and get to know new people. I think that through the group team exercises, you are going to do it. We are not hurrying time. We would like to practice your English, your team working spirit, to develop and provide you the fundamentals about soft skills, and also networking you. Networking is one of the most important things that a scientist or any employee or employer should have, because networking is internationalization, and networking is like to provide to yourself what you don't have and the others they have, and share the work. So it's one of, I would say, main tools, the internationalization to develop your soft skills. We have 27 responses. Let's wait for the rest of the people. Upskilling in various areas that will help in my professional development. This is very correct. As I have mentioned a lot of time, the motivation in order to organize this course back, before, I would say 5 to 6 years, it is like what we have learned from big consulting companies, that they call people for interview from their CV, but they hire them because of their soft skills, because this is what they are doing during an interview. They don't check your technical competencies, or they check them, in a very limited way, but they check your reactions and the way that you present, and the way that you solve, the way that you communicate, how open you are, how do you react in criticism, what is your time management, how do you address the stress, how resilient you are. This is what do they check. And I think that we're going to provide, and we will discuss with you all these principles within this course. So 28 responses. I think that we are in a good way. And let's move to the next question. What are your non-professional expectations? You mentioned about the professional expectations, learning, let's say. But what else do you want to develop regarding, friendship, networking? What are your non-professional expectations? This is a hard word. This is a hard question, but always we ask this because it's not only the academic, how can I say, the academic profile of what we are looking for, these international courses, but probably, probably you are going to meet new people, make new friends. This will give you the chance to visit other places. This is like what I'm asking to you, so you can answer whatever you want, non-professional or non-academic, I would say, to learn more about the Greek culture. I think that I represent a typical Greek, so you're going to learn a lot of things if you observe. More confidence, exactly. This is very important to meet new people and maybe friends in the future. Build the network outside of my country, meeting new people, living a new experience. Excellent. I think that also through this online format, we can achieve this, but also for the people that they are in HMU, also, some invited lecturers, they will come during the semester, and we will meet definitely with the students that they participate through HMU face-to-face to discuss more things. I expect to improve my communication skills, learn about other cultures. As I told you, I have on my mind some experts regarding the cultural intelligence within the networks of our projects, but also within Greece. And cultural intelligence will be one of the main lectures that we are going to have during this course. Meet new people and learn about Greek culture, meet new people, learn about customs in other countries. Okay, this is also depends on the questions that you are going to make. So I think that probably I will prepare beyond the cultural intelligence lectures that is going to be provided by other people, also, how to think as a Greek. And probably this will be an exercise. Someone will prepare how to think as a Norwegian, how to think like an Israeli, how to think like a people from Morocco, as a Slovenian. Probably will be an exercise that I'm going to ask from the other trainers in order to present, also our countries and tips on how do we think. We would love it if someone from Crete come to Norway to go skiing. I will do. I don't know skiing, but always I would like to visit Norway, so I will do it. To meet new people. Actually, the Norwegian University will visit Crete by the end of May for the solar cells. So you will have the chance to visit Crete, our colleagues and students from Norway. And of course, this course can be repeated, and us, we will be those that we will visit Norway. So let me go to the next question. It's like, do you know what do we define as a soft skill? Yes or no? Think. Probably you don't know what is a soft skill. Until, I will be interviewed by Boston Consulting, I had no idea what are the soft skills. Actually, the name is like very, how can I say, it does not dictate very well what do they mean. They are very important. Definitely, they are not soft. I don't know why do they call them soft. Someone probably can help me. I can see that the audience is like half-half. But let's wait. Now there's like a derby. We have 23 answers. I will say when we will have 30, 34, 32, I will stop. And this is good that we have a balance of the audience is balanced, because this means that we have things to discuss in this introductory lecture, but also things to clarify. Okay, 27. Let's wait. So the majority of the case, they don't know what are the soft skills. I think that you know, but you have not realized this is the case usually about soft skills. I would like now to think, what is your strongest soft skill? If you suspect, and share with us what is your strongest soft skill as a personality. In my case, if I would like to help you, I think, because always we think, the strongest soft skill, what is like mine? I will say, what I would say, probably presentation. How do I communicate, my truth? Probably it's not the truth, but how do I communicate the truth? But manipulation, wow. I would like to discuss with you manipulation. Ooh. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Communication, personal voice, empathy. Oh, it's something that I suffer a lot myself. Flexibility. I'm flexible at the end of the day. Teamwork. It's very good. Problem solving. The more the bigger the letter. This is like reflects, that this is something that governs the whole community of ours here. We're 35 people, 34, because I don't count. And you can see like, flexibility, empathy, teamwork is something that rules our group here. Teamwork. Okay, it's very good that we have, because we are going to be called. We are going, of course, to give some exams. Teamwork is also very important in research. You cannot do research in any case without a good network, with not a good team, in order to exchange opinions, in order to share the work, in order to have multidisciplinary teams. I like that we have 46 repositories, that we are 35. This means that a lot of people, they add, more soft skills that they think that they have. Smiling, very important. How can I say? Manners, also I read that is like a part of the soft skills. Manners is something that all the teams and all the industries and companies, they appreciate a lot, your manners. And it's something that companies, they used to say that we suffer. So we have 72 responses from the 25 people. I will wait for 30 seconds more in order to move on to the next question. So I can see here that we have listening and empathy, are very close, systematic. Wow. I think that we are too many Mediterraneans here, like to be organized. I think that if you mention systematic, yeah, we work more with the emotions that, with the system that we follow. And also is like, a way of soft skill, or probably a way of working. All right, so I'm moving on to the next one. Mention one of your familiar person soft skills you wish to have. So it's something that probably you have in a limited manner, or that a very close person to you has it. So probably it's your teacher, your football coach, your basketball coach, your mentor. Is something that you admire to the others. Just, share it with us. And then I will jump, have one more question in this introduction, and then I will jump to my transparencies to continue starting from your feedback. Think one of your very much loved person, probably it's your wife. Regarding my wife, I very much admire her patience, her empathy, her listening skills. And I admire, usually we admire things that we don't have. So whatever I have mentioned to you, I don't have it. I have it in a very limited, how can I say, level, a very low level. Talk activeness. I mean, yeah, this has to do also with the cultural identity of countries. There are countries that they communicated more with orally, with their body language, but others, they communicate more with their body language. So well, I think that we are going to identify, and we are going to discuss this in one of the next lectures that we're going to have. Calmness, listening, social, strong confidence. Confidence is one of the things that we're going to discuss today, and something that companies are looking for, because companies are looking for people to solve problems and not create problems. So they are looking for people that they are going to demonstrate a limited independence. They would like, people that they are going to take the initiative to do things. And this, demands, I will say, confidence. Confidence can be built, first of all, by knowledge, by practice, and by not fearing to do mistakes and learn from the mistakes. Excellent. So let me move to the next one. Okay, this is the last one. So mention your weakest soft skills. So this is like an interview at the airport. I'm asking the same question in a different way in order, to match what we are discussing here. So what is your weakest soft skills? In my case, I mentioned empathy, listening skills, patience. I have very poor these three, and much more, as we are going to discuss. Time management. I need, to improve, a lot of things. The next lecture that I'm going to teach you is time management skills, but mainly from my mistakes and what I'm doing in order to improve them. Confidence, public speaking, be creative. Be creative. Very important for research skills to be creative. But this comes from engagement. Soft skills is something that you can develop. It's not something that you can learn by practice. You don't need the talent in order to improve and the soft skills that you are lacking. It's just you would like to improve it. That's it is. It's not like to be a football talent in order to become a Beckham and million pounds. It's something that you don't have it, you realize it, you improve it. And this is the first thing. The first step is to realize. Then things are coming. Shyness. This is a course that you can overcome this. The shyness, you can speak, you can answer. Of course, here we are now, we would like to be more inclusive and we use this digital tool in order to map your responses. Okay, so let me stop share my screen and jump to my transparencies, and more of these things, they will come. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and discuss with you what do we have. Okay, so let me start. So the soft skills is something very, very important. I will say to you, it's so important that it's the main indicator for you to get employed, and we will come like this. Usually the universities, they have somehow underestimate the importance of the soft skills, but this happens, everywhere, because the universities, this is like a joint finding that the university somehow they don't converge their pathway with what market is looking for, and it's something now as a big priority. The society impact of the universities to be enhanced, to be able as a curriculum which mainly matches the technical competencies, but also the way the pedagogies that we follow as a teachers, also to develop the soft skills. So this course is mainly would like to operate as a triggering of information and as a one step towards the fulfillment and the cultivation of the soft skills development. As I told you, there are now right now, and you will see the reports, the soft skills for the companies, for the employers, is considered more important than the technical competencies. The technical competencies is something that any company can develop, in some extent through your working period within the company. And it's something that is very crucial for your employability. You are not going to have a career within the company if you don't have a soft skills. Probably you are going to stay in a very low paid position, or you will never be developed. No one will become, for example, a group leader or a successful group leader in a company or in a research laboratory if you don't have these collaboration skills, if you don't presentation skills. Even if you are a good scientist, if you cannot present your work, you are becoming a poor scientist, because a good scientist is this one, or a leader is this one that influence the rest of the people, make the other people follow this example, follow his or her example in order to go on. And moreover, the period that we are living right now, where the artificial intelligence is doing so many things for us, the soft skills are very important to have it. For example, ChatGPT, is like a tool that we are going to be called to use, because saves time, combines, our thinking, combines our ideas, but at the same time is a tool that provides an answer without thinking. And this is what we should develop, critical thinking, decision making, in order to select and pick up, the results that these tools provide us. More important is like some of the soft skills, they are related with our emotions, and this makes the difference between machine and humans. And when machine and humans interact right now, soft skills makes the difference. Even Manpower Group, as you can see over here, showed that 50% of the organizations listed skills, soft skills like problem solving, collaboration, manners, which goes to the customer service, and professionalism, and communication as the most important skills. These are the things that we should be developed and should be triggered through your undergraduate studies, and not wait to become a potential employer in order to develop. And what is the best way? Interaction between teachers, academics, and students is the way that we teach our courses. They teach any course: physics, computer science, not only soft skills. This course should not happen if the appropriate pedagogies and the appropriate training to the teachers will be provided in order to teach any course in a way that soft skills are going to be developed. There are other terms, in my opinion, that there have been introduced: student-centered, courses. But student-centered courses, what are these? Are the courses that make the students the main actor for his or her training, and the main actor you become only by engagement. So these are the things that a lot of employers they appreciate. Your soft skills and the way and your openness to develop them through your engagement. The main motivation is like they want students to solve problems, not students to be a problem. They would like students and employees that they are going to continue the involvement of a university, of an institution, of the economy, and of the organization in general. So this can happen only if you combine the soft skills with your technical competencies. Technical competencies by themselves are not enough. Technologies are evolving a lot, and in order to learn new technologies, you should be open. You should have a critical thinking, decision making, in order to promote the lifelong learning of yourself. So the universities, they should do a lot of things in order to promote. They should teach a new generation how to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So otherwise, how to upskill and reskill ourselves. And this demands particularly soft skills: openness, curiosity, as you will see later on. And we should teach, the skills in order our graduate students to be successful at their work. And this is not only technical competencies, obviously. So the disruptive things that we should address as a universities is like to match the need analysis and know the need analysis of what the employers are looking for. The students, they need jobs and not just knowledge or titles. And the students, they need, what they are asking all the time is the investment that they made to satisfy their employability rates, and in order to have a good job. So you can see, figures and statistics, but also in the bold, you can see what the universities, they should think when they provide any training experience. So the students, they would like to satisfy their realistic expectations, to get employed. And also we should rethink, and this happens actually before 2 years. It was a very nice article in Nature that education should also have the place of priorities within universities. Right now, the research has a priority. We have measures of figures about research, but teaching and the impact of the teaching regarding teaching the soft skills that the students they should have in order to be more employable and the teaching to be more efficient is something that comes as a priority to the current university strategies. So this is like the course that we are going to do, but I mean, this is something that we are going to develop and we are going to see through through the course. So we are going to have regarding soft skills lectures in time management, in creative and critical thinking, in problem solving, in cultural intelligence, regarding the research skills, how to write a paper, how to read the paper, how to submit a proposal, how to write an email, and more how to build our resilience skills, how to do an interview. We're going to have people to teach us how to do an interview. And doing an interview is not only during the interview, but it's before and after the interview in order to be successful. And of course, whatever is your public speaking presentation skills, how to make a presentation for oral presentation or for poster presentation. These are the things that we're going to have in this course. So what we define the soft skills already, we had a discussion. You have mentioned a lot of them, but we can keep, this categorization that I have it over here. We can develop, we can split them in 4 categories, but of course, during the bibliography, they are more than this. Personal qualities and work ethic. Work ethic is something also that we are going to present, very important for science, but also as a human and a responsible citizens. Problem and solving and other cognitive skills. We can see how many challenges right now our planet is facing, starting from the Green Deal, from the environmental protection, but also to the peace in our area, especially here in Southeast Mediterranean area. Oral communication skills, interpersonal and teamwork skills. All these are, categories that we can place what we are going to present. I mean, LinkedIn Edu has made a distinction. What are the hard and soft skills? There is an exercise that we are going to play in a while in order also to have your opinion. But you can see in this cartoon what are the different categories, what are the hard and soft skills. And depending on the occasion, depending on the job opportunity that you have, that you are going to submit your resume per professional employment chance in order to highlight your hard and soft skills. So you can see over there, this distinction, but I hope during the lectures, we are going to make it more obvious. Why soft skills are important? I don't have to mention and highlight, I can skip because it makes the difference. Soft skills make the difference. Soft skills promote and prolong your career in a university, in an institution, makes you precious to the others. We can have 2 good students, for example, excellent students with excellent market. One takes the initiatives and the other one does not take the initiatives. So who are going to hire? Of course, the one that takes the initiatives, the one that is more curious, the one that can perform, the one that have a vision, and the one that's not afraid to do mistakes. These are the things that you are making yourself a solution for a problem and not a problem itself. So, the companies, according to LinkedIn Edu, which is the training body of this organization, which is LinkedIn, and it's related with any professional interest that we have. According to the market, the effective workers, they should have these soft skills and these hard skills that you can see. You can see that the hard skills, they follow the digitalization of our society. And we are going to have also through other lectures that we are going to organize about these digital tools, and they will be announced for students as well. Some of them, they are going to be introduced every Wednesday through these artificial playground sessions that we are going to introduce. But effective workers are those ones that they know how to use the available resources, either human or financial ones. And you can see over there that some soft skills are requested. interpersonal skills, how to work in teams, with different cultures, with how to be competitive in a good manner. These are the things that you can develop. How to use the information and the data that you have, how to handle them, how to manage them, and how you can decide. And of course, you should be adapt technology within all your activities. So you can see from this bold bulleting why we have this course, which is named Soft Research and Digital Literacy, because we try to introduce, not to learn you, but to provide you the initial information, and somehow through the activities that we are going to do, to trigger your learning and facilitate your learning in priorities that market and an institution. When I'm saying market, it could be universities, it could be the public houses, it could be Microsoft, what they are looking for. And this is not what we say, is what, market and bibliography reveals and reports they have found out. So in a working place, you should be dependent and punctual. You should be ethic, which means trustworthy and honest. You should be a team player, which means that the positive attitude is something that really appreciates and makes you useful in a company. And useful in a company does not mean that you have only knowledge or only you have the ambition, but also you can collaborate with the others. You can accept the other's opinion in a good way. And we can see this, and I experienced this in my life in a lot of aspects. And I'm telling you, I'm not a character that I'm a very good in collaborations. I'm now, as I told you, I'm trying to do this course from my mistake. These are the things that you should improve, and accept also the opinion of the others, and always ask yourself, what is her or his point, in order to keep this positive attitude and also demonstrate the empathy and see, in a different way, communicate and collaborate in the best way. And in some cases, in critical thinking and decision making or negotiation skills that also we're going to present, is like the ability to control your emotions. Sometimes emotions are good, for example, in love, I will say, but in some cases, when you have to take critical decision, we used to say you should have your brain warm, but your heart cold, which means that you need to control your emotion. You need to control your emotion even during your listening skills. But this is something that we're going to develop, but you can see that these are the traits and skills that market is looking for. So let me move on, and I will go to the Mentimeter later on. I will keep my time in 5 minutes. We can have our first break. But what is happening if you lack soft skills? And this is something that I would like to ask you. What are you doing when you lack soft skills? What do you propose to all of us to do when you lack soft skills? What are the actions that you are doing as an individual? And this is something that I would like to ask you, and give you the floor before we will continue after the break. If you lack soft skills, what are you doing? Do you quit? What are you doing in order to improve them? Can we have an example? For example, I will start by myself. In order to, I'm lacking, sometimes, because I cannot say no and I say yes all the time. This is because I would like to progress too much. I lack time management skills, because if you say too many yes, then at the end of the day, you are overwhelmed. So in this case, you should do two things. First, realize the problem, so start to say no. That's, I'm very happy that I have started to say no. But also to time manage your skill, to have some time management, which means prioritization. So what I'm doing, I have my digital calendar, I have my to-do list that I advise every day, and I prioritize the things that I can do per day. So this is what I'm doing, realization of the problem, and then act on the problem using technologies or using, some lectures that other people they are talking about in order to improve. So I would like to ask you, and if someone would like to share with us his or her opinion, what is the soft skills that you lack, and how do you react in order to improve it? This is very essential in order to get progress, in order to have a better professional development, better salary, and more employability, or to become a better student or a better science. So what are you doing? So I'm going to wait until someone will practice his or her English, speak, practice your soft skills, be open and share with us. And, I'm waiting. You just need to raise your virtual hand. So the question is, what is the soft skills that you lack? And what are you doing in order to improve it? And what do you suggest to the others to do? There's no Mentimeter now, eh? You need to speak. And now I will become more provocative. All the people, they say like, oh, engage students, let the students speak. But when we ask students to speak, sometimes they don't speak. So overcome this. Thank you, Remy. I really appreciate it. Switch on your camera because I would like to see your face and congratulate you for your openness.
Okay.
Thank you.
First, testing the microphone.
Very well.
Self-awareness is a soft skill I haven't developed that much. That is about self-realization when I take on projects that is maybe too big and needs to maybe tone it down and put the jobs on others.
Excellent. And what do you suggest, for other people that, they are not so well in self-awareness? What do you suggest them to do in order to improve it?
Usually have a team around you and try to realize what's maybe difficult for yourself, and then divide and conquer the types of projects, targets, and divide it to other people.
Excellent. Delegation then. The term is delegation. Am I right? So to delegate the work to the others. Am I right? This is also crucial for time management, if I understood well.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Remy. Remy from Norway, because you look like Norwegian, no?
Yes, that's right. You are still muted.
Okay. Sorry about this. So one more volunteer to share with us, a soft skill that you don't have, how to develop it, how to overcome it, what are the tips you are giving to the other people. Remy mentioned about self-awareness, and by delegating the work, to the others. Self-awareness also is related with what I don't have, among many, is like time management. It's like also self-awareness problem, because you cannot do everything. You are not a Superman or a Superwoman. You have only 24 hours. You have other priorities in your life. Also, delegation is a talent. Delegation is something that you are learning through engagement. And I would say also it contains characteristics of teams collaboration, because you trust the team. Oh, we have a young lady now that raised her hand. Thank you very much, Tatiana. Tatiana is a professor at the University of Maribor. And thank you very much, Tatiana, that you are going to share with us your problem and how to solve the problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kostas. Great lecture for the first day. I hope I can stay until the end, because I have myself later on lectures, and this is going to my problem, time management. This is one of those that I believe that I can manage, but I cannot manage because I'm not always aware that maybe I need more time as I was expecting. And also forgetting that in between there can be always some disruption or something more important is coming. So it's also the problem of the priorities. Either switch between the priorities, either not. So how to avoid all of this? I'm trying a little bit with some schedules, but I'm not sure that it's working. I mean, I make the to-do list and the priority list, but I'm not really following then this part. So I believe sometimes that the flexibility is helping. So to change very fast from one activity to another activity and then coming back, but not really efficient. So I'm always looking for new knowledge and information about that. And another problem is how to say no, or how not to be interested in the things that are crossing my way. I'm very interested in many things, and so usually I'm saying yes, and then this is influencing also the time management, because the day is just 24 hours long, and this is very hard to go over. This is probably even more complicated to learn to say no, but I'm trying to say no in the last time to the things that I believe that I can move to some other people in the group or in the surrounding, or to propose another solution instead of taking on my shoulders. In the last 3 years of Athena, I at least learned one very important thing, that you need to have a team, and that it's not the problem if the team is doing something what you believe that you have to do. I believe this was my most important learning. So sorry, I was long.
No, it was very nice, and thank you very much for sharing with us your rich experience. I will say, I mean, when we're going to do the time management, there are some terms that probably can help us in order to improve the time management, which is a time budget. A lot of times we're talking about money, fund budget, but also time budgeting also is very important when we do our to-do list and when we are plan our day. To overestimate sometimes is very good. The time that it will take for one thing to do because of the distractions or because of our self-awareness, how many things we can do, the number of the to-do lists of the to-do things that we can place in one to-do per day. It's better to place less and do more than to place more and do less. You know that when we are going to sleep, we are not thinking what we have done, but what we have left. And this increases the stress, this lowers the efficiency, and this has to do with the time management. But we are going to discuss this in the next lecture from my side. But thank you very much, Tatiana. You can see also another thing that is peculiar, and we will see later on today, that one of the things that companies are looking for is people with curiosity, people with motivation, but also efficiency. And you can see here, and I will start with my example, and also I will follow some of the Tatiana, and I will provide the floor to my colleague, Samia, from Western Galilee in Israel, that sometimes we are curious, we are motivated to learn and do more things, but at the same time, we don't think of the other parameters that, time management also is also there, and the efficiency and the reputation then also important role. So it's like a function. If you are familiar with mathematics, you increase something, you decrease something, or like physics, conservation of energy. You increase something, you are losing something. So you should think, and this comes with the experience, how to balance, these soft skills development and how to prioritize the things during your life. One of the magic things about soft skills, when you develop one, somehow you develop a lot of them. Or if you degrade one, you degrade other ones as well. These are the things and the magic about how to improve ourselves in order to become more professional and better people. And I will give the floor to Samia, who is a professor in Western Galilee College and one of the trainers. As Tatiana explained. Thank you, Samia.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. So my main problem is with active listening. I find myself not fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what is being said. Like sometimes I participate in a workshop or somebody talks to me and I don't follow what the other person is saying, and this is a really disadvantage. I was made aware of this problem when my kids tell me they are your age, they're a university student. They say, "Mom, you should look at me, listen, Mom." So they made me aware of this problem. And sometimes my son say, "Please repeat what I said," and I and I cannot remember what he said because I was focusing on other things, because I get distracted all the time. As a result of the work overload that I have every day. So I decided to be more aware of the problem and think about how am I going to solve it. So I approach every conversation with curiosity, and I keep two questions in my mind. First, what is the other person saying? I try to retain and remember the details, the small details, and sometimes I take notes, and sometimes I take notes, and so that I can understand what the other person is saying. And the other thing is I want to feel, to feel, to get an idea about how the other person is feeling. So these are two things: to understand what is being said and to feel how somebody else is feeling. So that's the way I approach it: curiosity, awareness, and understanding and feeling.
Samia, thank you very much. You cannot imagine how much do I understand you, because my listening skills also are poor. And I think that also has to do with our culture and, like our anxiety and our enthusiasm. And a lot of people, and a lot of times, very close people to me, they say to me, Kostas, before you speak, count on 5 or count on 10. Because I would like to confess, whenever I have interrupted another person, I was wrong. I was thinking that I have understood, but I have never understood, what they were talking about. So one of the tools that they have told me to do is like count to 10 and wait until the other person finishes. And whenever you are angry or whenever your enthusiasm is above you cannot control your emotion, you never respond, either by email or orally, in order, to increase your listening skills and provide, exactly what did you say, to process the information that the other person sends. Because this is what we are doing in the lectures as well. We need to teach, transfer information, the brain process the information, and then we realize. So we need to provide some time and have some listening skills in order to move on. So anyone else would like to share with us? So we have, time management, confessions, awareness, prioritization, listening skills. Anyone from the partners, or you are so good in soft skills, so why do you participate in this course? Anders. Oh, I think that the Norwegians, are very brave, Viking. So, Anders, the floor is yours. And please open your mic. Yeah, thank you, Anders.
Is the audio okay?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. I feel like well, I speak for a lot of people when I say taking the initiative, like I'm doing right now. It's kind of hard to, especially when I'm meeting new people.
Excellent. This is a thing that all of us we have faced. Shyness. You can say shyness, no? Am I right? But it's a thing that you overcome by doing things. I remember, I will give you an example and I will move to my transparencies. This is somehow our break. That I finished the university in Crete in the physics department. No one has told me to make a presentation, for example, during my undergraduate studies. No one. They have never asked us, to do a presentation, because this is the way that they teach us, probably, very passively. We were following, what the teacher or the professor is used to say. And, sometimes even we are shy to ask questions because it was like, he's a professor, we are the students, probably we are going to ask something stupid. And the way that they respond, it was not encouraging us to ask questions. But when I moved to UK in order to do my postgraduate and my PhD studies, the first thing that they asked me is like to do a presentation. I was very shy, but more things that I did, I engaged. And more you engage, the you lowering the shy. And so thank you very much, Anders, for this step to share with us this, and I really appreciate. Thank you very much. And this is one of the things that shows how to develop the soft skills, only by engagement, as a lot of things. So let me continue and share my screen with more strategies regarding this introductory lecture, that a lot of the fundamental things that we are going to say are going to be applied as we are moving to more specific from the next lecture, specific soft skills that we are going to provide tips. I'm sorry. So let me do this. Yeah. I think that you can see my screen, no? Am I right? The full screen? Yes or no? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So thank you very much, guys. So the 3 strategies in order to improve your soft skills, because what did I mention to you? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important because this is what the market is looking for. And if you don't have something, and this is in like a short exercise that we have done, and you can see, I mean, either you are perfect, so go and find, a job in Boston Consulting or in McKinsey to get millions in soft skills, or we are not used in order to interact and engage and openly, say what we are suffering. But at the end of the day, I think that we are going to have more people that they will share with us, and interact with us. So the first thing is like, what do you want to do? To realize what you are missing, to realize in life that every day you should get better. Probably you will never be the best. It's very hard to be the best. Only Ronaldo, Beckham, Michael Jordan, the Nobel Prize winners, they are the best in their topic, in the majority of the cases. But what we should do is like to create and develop a culture every day to become better every day, which means that we should realize what are our targets, what we are missing, and how we are going to involve it, and accept the responsibility. Particularly in my case, and I mentioned this, I have done this mistake a lot of times. I am accusing others, and this is the wrong thing to do, blaming the others. This is his fault, the system fault, the way of his character, they are useless. These are the things that destroys you. You will never get improved. The responsibility of your improvement is to you. And I will show you my favorite video of a person that he was a very successful football player. And then you should accept the differences with the others. The others, they should not think like you. They should not perform like you. They should, they have their own character. And you can see over there with these statements, empathy, collaboration skill, team management, team working spirit, how much do they help? The others, they think and work different hours. They have a different ethics. You should adapt. And adaptation, is something that also companies and internationalization, what we are doing right now, is a part of internationalization. It's a part that you are moving outside of your comfort zone, either in teaching language, either by speaking, and either by learning or moving to a different country. And adaptation is also working with the others, accept the others. And internationalization is one of the tools, but we are going to come later on this. I will stop sharing my screen because I have to share also my audio before I will play the video that I have with you in order to see an example. And the example is stop blaming the others, realize what you are lacking, working very hard and focus on what you are lacking, see the others, adapt, and accept the difference of the other. And this is like something that I don't know if you know this guy. Is Van Persie. He was a very famous Dutch player, and he speaks about his son. And because he was very successful, how he tries to teach his son how to think.
Actually had this chat last week, funny enough, seriously, with my son. So my son plays at Feyenoord. He played against Ajax under 14. He was on the bench. He didn't play. So in the car on the way back, he was like a bit moody, disappointed, complaining a little bit about others, about the coach, etc. And then I said, yeah. I said, but Shaquille, I said, you sound like a loser, you know, if you talk like this in a way, you sound like you lost. I said, you are blaming him, you're blaming her, you're blaming this, you're blaming everything. I said, but I don't hear one single thing about yourself. I said, winners, I said, they take control and they blame themselves and they look where they can improve. Yeah. And this is what you should be thinking about. So I didn't tell him what he should think about. You should ask yourself the question, are you a loser or are you a winner? I said, for me, it doesn't matter. I said, because I'm your dad. I said, the only job I have and your mom has is when you're 20, that you're a good boy, that you're ready for life. You know, you can make your mistakes, you can do what you want. I love you for the same amount. It doesn't matter for me if you make it as a football player or not. I said, but you say that this is your passion. So you should take control of your life and stop complaining, because it sounds like a loser. I said, and I don't mind. If you want to be a loser, be a loser. I still love you as much. I said, it doesn't matter for me. I said, but if you want to be a winner, take control of your life and stop complaining about others. And then I watched him train the next morning. My wife said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to watch this session. 2 days later, actually, because they played on Saturday and Monday morning. So I'm there sitting, cold, hoodie on. I'm looking and I see this tiger training, running, working. And I was like, okay. He realized he has to take control of his life. He's 13 now. Actually.
So you can see, you know, how, you know, the soft skills, the realization, the resilience. If you have a problem, it's your problem. You know, probably other people, they can contribute to this problem, but it's you that you should demonstrate decision making, resilience, creative thinking, you know, self-awareness, creativity in order to find ways how to improve it. And now, you know, I would like you to take a photo of this, you know, transparency, because we are going to move to Mentimeter. And here we have an exercise that we have a job description, a job responsibility about this job description. Please take a photo. I mean, if you can do. And I'm going to ask you, you know, to comment through Mentimeter what you are thinking about the soft skills that this job description should demonstrate. So please take a photo of this exercise. In the next lectures, you know, the transparencies, the last version of the transparencies, and when we will have an access to the Moodle platform, you know, these lectures, they have been uploaded before. So as you know, I'm talking, or as any one of the other colleagues of mine, they are going to present, you will have the opportunity to have a look of the transparencies and do not need to take a photo. But for the time being, we need to take a photo of this advertisement, and then we are going to move to the Mentimeter. So I will count up to 10 in order to handle my motivation, my anxiety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I stop sharing, and we will move to the Mentimeter in order to check your answer. Take your time. Let me, and I will jump to the Mentimeter in order to check. Okay, let's move, you know, everything. So let me check, you know, again, the Mentimeter, and we will move until we will reach this point. So I think that you can see So the first thing, do you think that soft skills can be taught? As I can see, we have yes, and we are going to move to the advertisement. We have more transparencies also to discuss. As I told you, soft skills, they can be taught, but they can be taught only by engagement. So you have two ways and three stages, or four stages, I will say, how to realize the soft skills and how to practice what we are going to discuss in this course. First, I'm going to provide you the fundamentals, or me or one of my colleagues. Then you should realize what do you have or what you don't have. I mean, even if you think that you have, always you need to improve. The sky is the limit. Am I right? As they used to say. So you should identify by your way and or what we are going to propose to you methodologies in order to improve it. And you should evaluate yourself by self-awareness of the improvement and the progress of the soft skills that you are targeting. All right. So it's something that should be taught. It's something that we trigger through the university courses, through the pedagogies, but also the main actor, as Van Persie has said, is you. And is realization and also identification of the ways how to get improved. So the next one is what is the best way, according to you, to develop your soft skills? I provide you some tips regarding technologies, regarding the steps, but I would like your opinion here now is like realization, thinking on how you are going to improve this and how do you assess the improvement of your soft skills. But probably I would like to share with me your opinion how you can develop your soft skills. Probably you can say through courses, through particular training and workshops. So as I told you, in the next semester, this course will also accompanied by face-to-face workshops in Crete that we're going to organize with my colleagues from Europe, Israel, Morocco, all over the place, in face-to-face events. In this semester, we're going to have only these online sessions and this kind of interaction through technology. But also as a case scenario, as I told you, you take a photo and then we are going to share your opinion. So training, self-awareness, listening, practice through workshops, practice and workshops is something very important. Engagement, and I would say the best workshop in order to improve your soft skills is your everyday life. I'm in academia. A lot of times, myself and a lot of people around me, they are accused of what is happening others. This is the first step to become a loser. We should overcome this, and we should check what we can do in order to overcome this barrier. Practice, workshop, communication, problem solving, practicing it. I think that we are 36, around 2022, they are participating. So the rest of the people, or they have gone, for a coffee and they have just left the computer on. I will find out very soon. Or they are shy. And this is your chance, guys. Do not be shy. Say your opinion. Even if the opinion is the same, is something that we appreciate. So let's move to the other one. Did you ever had any module in soft skills? No. This is very good. This is the opportunity. Opportunities arise, everywhere. So just help us to improve this course. I mean, probably if you had another courses, probably send us, through an email, your suggestions in order to get improved and, provide better services. We are not professionals, we are amateurs, and we are doing this because we like, in order to provide better training. In my opinion, the best training is like, how do you teach courses? From the teacher's point of view and from the student's point of view, because as I told you, the responsibility is shared, how much you interact, how many questions you are asked, how much do you study in order to provide, professionalism, and then decide and evaluate your knowledge regarding self-awareness, time management, presentation skills, oral presentation, argument skills, and etc. You can see that, learning, internationalization, and all activities around universities is a continuous workshop about soft skills. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, no, very good. So we have a lot of things to say and share. List 5 traits of skills you can offer an employer. I mean, this is something that we should discuss, so I will move on. I would like to ask you this. In what ways can an employee be more trouble than he or she is worthy to an employer? So how do you think that this works? Like when you can become a trouble to a company or to a team, what are the characteristics that you can disseminate? For example, poor team player, or too much ego, or not taking initiatives, or be shy. So please share with me what problems regarding the characteristics of someone will demonstrate in order to become a problem and does not work for an employer. And this is very important because this is a part of the self-awareness. You should realize what you should not do. Disloyal to a company. I will share something with you. Always I'm changing research groups because I'm not loyal to anyone. When I feel fed up, I'm moving to the next station. And this is very important. Disloyal to a company is a problem. When someone overreacts and always creates, very, very, very important. I have it as well. I think that, I should find another job. Underperforming, not willing to learn. If he does not take initiative and does not share any input with the team, especially in academia, they are closed boxes because of the fierce competitiveness. But learning each other is the fastest way, is the motorway to the excellence. Much ego, care only about themselves, lack of interest, lack of interest in job, bad attitude, excellent. When the employee is not willing to learn, also very important. Other, toxic personality. What do you mean toxic personality? Can someone share with me his or her opinion? I really appreciate toxic personality. Can you share with me? What does this mean?
Yes.
Your name, Andre?
For me,
Andre, are you from Poland?
yeah.
Yeah, very Polish.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Please share with us what does it mean toxic personality?
So for me, toxic personality means like someone have, how to say, negative social skills, like the others who, for example, with this person in one room, they are exhausted because this person is with them or something like that. I heard that story maybe from my my friend who is working in a company, and there is like this one person who has like this, how to say, bad attitude. So you really like don't want to talk to this person because she always said like some strange stuff or something like that.
Thank you very much, Andre. Thank you very much for sharing with us this. Very clear. Now I know more things about this toxic personality. I think probably all of us, we have performed and we have played this role, but also we have experienced this role. I think collaboration, when we move to the collaboration skills dictates, the characteristics and the pillars of collaboration is transparency, is inclusivity, and also is communication. So you can see that, these three things are also other soft skills that we should develop. And also this shows how a solution or how the soft skills are linked to each other. And you cannot have only one. You can develop continuously all of them in order to have the full package. So, okay, I move on this. I move on like this. And I would like to go and I will come back then all right, here we are. So you have taken a photo of the advertisement, no? All of you. So I'm expecting from you 36 responses or more. So reading the above job advertisement, list any 3 soft skills you would like to claim at an interview. So you are, the person that you're looking for this job, thinking of yourself, think what kind of soft skills you can offer to this advertisement. And also add the second statement, how will you demonstrate these skills? Through your CV, through an example, through a reference, it's up to you. So you have this case scenario that we have this job interview that you have taken a photo. If not, just tell me in order to place it again. And I would like to think of your up to 3 soft skills that you have appropriate for this position. And how are you going to demonstrate this? Because I can say that, you know, I'm Einstein, but someone will ask me proofs. Why do I claim that I'm Einstein? So I should think how I'm going to demonstrate this. And this is something that when we are going to do this, the interview skills is something that you should be prepared, or even to the presentation skills, you should be pre-prepared, because whatever you are going to present, you should expect a question. And if you expect a question, you should prepare your answer. This is actually the way that we should think for exam period. A lot of times we're waiting, what are going to be, you know, the most critical questions for us to be asked. But, you know, it's you who have the critical thinking in order to mine what a professor could ask you during the exams. So you are the one at the end of the day that you are preparing the exam paper. And this is a demonstration of soft skill. Excellent. We have the first answer. I congratulate the guy. Who is this guy or this colleague? Yasin, I'm looking forward for your answer. Please read your answer and share with us your opinion. Thank you very much. Yasin, if I remember well, you're coming from Morocco, no?
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Yasin. So
Okay, so for me, teamwork is an important skill for this job, and I am good at it by sharing all my experiences with my peers. Speaking is also important, and I possess it with doing much presentations. And I ran out of characters, so analyzing, I kind of developed it in high school, and yeah, I can use it in this position.
Thank you very much, Yasin, for sharing with us. I suspect that all these things are going to be supported by a reference letter or during the process, because if you are good in presentation skills, the way that you communicate with the interviewer is something that they check. If you are looking at them, if you are precise, if you give them time to ask the question and before you jump to the answer, also is a very good tip, as we will see when we are going to do the presentation skills. So Yasin, thank you very much. Thank you so much for this. And I have another answer here, good time management, great at planning, like to talk with people, be creative. And I would like to ask the colleague that has shared with us this answer, how are you going to show this? How are you going to prove this? Any examples? Who is the colleague? Good time management, great at planning, like to talk with people, be creative. So please switch on your microphone or share or raise your virtual hand in order to provide you the floor. Another answer we have here, very important regarding the exercise, dress the role you're taking. Say yourself in present from last work with achievement you made in your work. Yes, this is true, that your resume includes your achievement related to the position because when we're going to, of course, more details are going to be provided when we're going to do the interview skills, but be careful. I'm not using the word CV. I'm using the term resume. And a resume should be tailored and should match each vacancy. So probably you should prepare different resumes for different job vacancies, okay? So thank you. Good time management, effective communication, creativity, demonstrate them through my past experience in managing clubs. I suspect a reference letter, and through the interview, you are going to demonstrate this. Thank you. Good at presenting and communicating, good at analyzing, good social skills and getting people to agree with you. So I would like, to ask this colleague, how are you going to show your good analytical thinking? Can you share with us this? You can wait. As the others, they are writing, they are. So who is good at analytical skills? Can you please share with us what does this mean? Don't be shy. This is the first step to overcome. Remember, engagement. No one? Okay. Teamwork and assertiveness in the field of working, taking the responsibility, but also to know when not to intervene. Very good. Very good. This has to do with what we have discussed until now. Provide the floor to the other, listening skills, Even as you will see in presentation skills, especially during your Viva, during a conference, you should let the people that they ask the question to finish, even the answer. This saves you more time, gives you more time, and also controls your feeling in order to provide more concrete answer. Reliability, communication skills, teamwork, being confident. This is a very good point. How do you demonstrate confidence through the interview? Please, the person that he wrote this is very important. I can provide you some tips, but how do you show your confidence? How do you develop your confidence through an interview? I'm going to wait for
Hello.
this. Thank you. Your name, please.
My name is Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
I wrote there to being confident through like the eye contact and body language. When you're speaking with the boss, you can show your confidence with, I think, in this way.
Thank you very much, Michaela, for sharing with us. Body language is very important to demonstrate your confidence. But, I would like to add something. And of course, we are going to be more analytically when we are going to do these interview skills or even, presentation skills, because some of the things, they are going to be common. Also preparation. Like before you go for an interview, to be well prepared, to have done your homework. What is company is looking for? What is the company profile? What are the specific characteristics of the job? This is what we are doing. We had a job advertisement, and now we are working on what we can demonstrate and what we can provide for this job vacancy. So be prepared is one of the successes and key successes of your confidence. And of course, knowledge. That's why we used to say that knowledge is the nuclear weapon of an individual. If you have knowledge, if you are self-aware, what you can offer, and what your strong points regarding technical but also soft skills is something that will help to build your confidence, and this will be expressed, as Michaela has mentioned, from your body language. Communication, flexibility, problem solving, tackling challenges through the career shows, and etc. Okay, guys. We have a comment. Also speak clearly and ask questions. Yes, this is, I don't know if this is to this point. Yes, speak clear. Can you please?
Yes, Kostas. Yes. This is how to develop confidence in an interview.
Yes. And from my opinion and from my experience, always I was in this position when I was well prepared and I present things that I knew very well. This, provides you also the confidence. This is exactly what my colleague Samia has mentioned, is like proofs of your confidence, proofs of your capacity. Public speaking, excellent. So let me stop sharing my screen and jump again to my transparencies and move on, because the time is running. So let me stop, because I would like also to have, to play a game. So the things that we have said, the transparencies will be available. So we have, this kind of interview, and we play around what kind of soft skills do you demonstrate and how do you demonstrate. I think that you were very accurate, the people that you speak. So I move on. So now going back to kind of confidence and connect, what do we say with the transparencies? I will say believing in yourself and not giving up, train yourself to overcome challenges helps to boost your confidence and believe in yourself. And a lot of times we are more critical. I think that in some cases we are over-criticize ourselves in some cases, and we blame ourselves for a lot of things. And I have experienced this. And at the end of the case, in order to build your confidence, sometimes you should think, what are your best points? What are your strengths? And when you realize your strengths, this helps you to overcome your weaknesses, and also helps you to be more resilient. We're going to have, courses in resilience in order to overcome the challenges. So I move on. The videos, they are going to be available for you. some tips how to build your confidence is positive self-talk with yourself. Instead of saying, accusing yourself, oh, I missed this deadline, I was not, polite with this one, I am not so well self-awareness. Try to think and write down what your achievements as well. Try to not compare the others with others. I mean, if you try to compare yourself with, let's say, in football with Messi, of course you are going to feel bad. But if you try to develop a culture, and this is a part of the soft skills development, how to become better every day, this helps. And don't, compare to the others. I mean, sometimes this provides you motivation, excellent. But on the other hand, probably also makes you accuse others. This is his fault, her fault. So try to focus, I will say, how to become better. So good things of the others motivates you, bad things of the others or things that they don't match with you, try to do not use them, do not, follow this example. Focus on the positive things on the others, because there's a human tendency to criticize ourselves and the others continuously. See, in Greece we have a common say, when a glass is half full with water, always we check the part that does not contain water, but also there is a part that contains water. So try also to see the positive side. We have seen from what market is looking for, positive characters is something that companies are looking for. And sometimes, be proud of the things that you have done and accept the compliments from the others. Do not be humble. We need to be humble. But when the others, they say good things about you, do not interrupt them. Accept this as a good manners, but also as a promoter and building of self-confidence of you. This is something that we have already done. So I will move on, and before I will move to the game that we will play, since the transparencies are ready for you, available for you, I will provide you, according to the Boston Consulting, what are the 11 keys to success regarding soft skills. But in my opinion, as I told you, one soft skill, developing one soft skill, you develop all the others. All right. So realization of the good personal competencies that we have also help us to overcome the weak ones in order to have to develop them as a group. Confidence. We mentioned some tips, and we are going to provide more when we move on and focus in each one of them. Curiosity. Take decisions. Empathy. Accept the other's opinion. Accept the other position. Do not judge as you judge. Do not try to convince yourself that everyone should think and work and decide as you. Flexibility. Humor. Very important, especially for men. Intelligence. Optimism that builds motivation and respect. And as you can see, these are what exactly Boston Consulting suggests as the 11 keys to success, but could be only one. Because if you are curious, I can show it to you that you have confidence, you have empathy, flexibility, motivation, respect, optimism, intelligence, and humor, and how these are linked. So these are the 11 skills that you should develop. And at this stage, I will stop sharing my screen before we finish. And as I told you, the transparency are going to be available through the website. I would like to play a game with you. So I would like all of you, I have not shared my screen, to go to Kahoot and try to check. I think that you can see my screen, no? Can you see the Kahoot screen?
Yes.
All right, go to kahoot.it. You can see here, it's loading my game. And let's summarize all right, so classic mode, probably I should get ready to, so go to www.kahoot.it and place this pin number. This is going to be the end of our today's lecture. We are going to renew our our meeting on Wednesday. I think that Elena has joined us with us. I will provide my colleague Elena the floor towards the end in order to tell us how are we going to join and a part of this lecture, which are digital literacies, and Elena is the boss on this, is the tech freak of our team, in order also to improve our digital literacy by learning new tools that are coming on the surface. And we're going to renew our meeting on next Friday, 10 o'clock. We are going to have time management. We're going now to be focused after this introductory to a more kind of lecture. Van Persie, I like this. 28 players, and we are 30. The teachers also, they should participate. We are 37. I'm going to wait until we become 30. Sasa, oh, Sasa. Let's see. Okay. Tatiana. Oh, the Slovenian team is very aggressive, I will say. All right. Okay, let's start. If you don't understand any of the question, I will try to help you. I'm sorry about my Greek and the mistakes that I'm doing, but this is a part of the aim of this course, to use English as a medium of instruction. Start. Okay. Let's see. I hope that Athena Soft Skills Lecture 1. Okay. As I told you, in Athena European University, we have prioritized the development of soft skills. True or false? Soft and power skills refer to the same talents. Soft and these technical skills. So soft and technical or hard skills refer to the same talent. Sometimes, or soft and power skills, sometimes are, I think, the true is 9. Sometimes the soft skills are called life skills or power skills because empowered your employability. So not an ideal start, which makes me, think. Okay, let's see who is the first one. Messi, the name satisfies the reputation. Okay, let's move on. Next, true or false? Soft skills is something that we can quantify. It's something that we can develop, but I don't know if we can quantify. So true, the majority in this case was true. Messi. There is a process that I will develop that we have developed together with Hebrew University in Jerusalem, that we try to quantify and evaluate the soft skills development during the process. I will present it to you during the lecture. By 2030, 1/3 of the job opportunities will be related to the soft skills. I have presented to you how important they are. So it's easy. The answer, I think, here is easy. Correct. So let's see the Messi, Alexander, Kevin. Oh, Messi. Who is Messi? I would like to ask who is Messi in order to buy him or her, a present. Quiz. Which of the following can be considered as a soft skill? Now, you can answer more things or one answer. Wow, good. Let's see. All right, Alexander is promising. Quiz, question, 5 more to go. Which of the following pairs is considered the most important for the market workforce? Remember, we presented the top soft skills according to the market. Creativity and communication. I mean, here we can have a debate here because all of them, they are important. But according to a McKinsey report about jobs of 2030, creativity, communication is very important. Why? Because creativity prolongs and makes you very important for the future of the company. And also, you should convince other people to use this technology. So creativity and communication is something that addresses both of the stakeholders. As I mentioned to you, in order to be creative, in order to create, you need also the other soft skills that they are here, but one answer should be the most important, or according to the survey that McKinsey made. Messi, next. True or false? Easy. Internationalization, I'm sorry for the mistake here, vehicle to develop your soft skills. Internationalization means multicultural. It means like you are moving outside of your comfort zone. It means that you are trying to speak in English. It means that you understand the others because they have a different culture. You can all right, good. I'm very happy. All of you have passed the course now. 30, true. Mess. Okay. I would like at the end of the day to like research skills is a group of soft skills. This you should think. Research skills is curiosity, is trying to apply something new, openness, listen the others because you need to collaborate with the different disciplines, critical thinking because you should read and decide what you are going to include. Excellent, very good. Is the research skills are like soft skills. Quiz. Research skills express the ability to come back from fallback, the ability to search, to find, and to apply, the ability to be a member of the research group, to be aware of cultural impact in a behavior. I don't remember. As I told you during the course, we are going to name and present a lot of research skills, the ability to search, to find, and to apply. Excellent. Oh, Messi, what a miss. True or false? Two more. We are all researchers, booking a bus journey or flight, choosing a university course, trying to find the perfect coffee. Does demonstrate research skills? So to show to you that the research skills are applying in everyday life, or you can improve them in everyday life. Excellent. Let's see. Slacka and Messi. Oh. And then the last one, in order to finish the derby and our discussion, this is an academic research question. What are the costs and benefits of water charges? I don't know if my English is perfect. Very good right now. So if you are trying to evaluate how much money do you spend for water or for electricity, do you develop your research question and your research skills? Which means the research question, what is the problem? And how are you going, later on, you are answering this question on what you are going to apply and how are you going to apply? And how are you going to continue this? Excellent, thank you very much. And let's see, who is going to get the first present from me. And even though that Messi was, this shows you the continuation, Slacka. Oh, excellent. So I would like to check who is Slacka. I would like to thank you for this first lecture. The transparencies are going to be uploaded. Let me close the music. Okay. So this is the end of today's lecture. What we have tried to do in this lecture is like to provide you with the concepts of what is a soft skill, that the concept that you can develop it, that the concept that developing one soft skill, you have developed many, and if you are liking one soft skill, probably you need to improve all of the others. The purpose of this course is like to practice our English, engage to the different activities, either is a Mentimeter or it's a Kahoot or, case scenario, or later on, you are going to split in virtual rooms in order to practice in a team way the soft skills that we have, or the questions that I have placed to you. This was the first motivation. The transparencies, they are going to be uploaded into the Moodle platform. You are going to have an access by Wednesday. I will try what is the problem with the self-enrollment. Otherwise, I will do it by myself, and I will share with you, not the permanent, but, the temporary password in order, to use then your own one. All our activity and communication will happen through the Moodle platform of Impact. And before I will say bye to you, I will provide the floor to Elena, who is one of the main motivators, as all the teachers here, of our courses and the courses that we will follow on the activity on Wednesday. And the activities on the Wednesday, as the name revealed, if I remember well, Artificial Intelligence Playground is mainly focused to your digital literacy development. Elena, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, so I'm sorry, excuse me. So I'm happy to see you all, your names on the black boxes. So for my Wednesday session, make sure you get your cameras ready because I want to see your faces. Especially when we do this with students, we want your interaction, working in pairs and groups, talking to each other. So already this Wednesday, we are jumping in some artificial intelligence tools, and I will show you how to leverage, not just learn a little bit, but takes a few more steps further with ChatGPT. You probably heard about that, but there is another amazing platform called Bing or Copilot by Microsoft. So we're going to explore those tools together on Wednesday. It's going to be a shorter session of 1 hour from 10 to 11 in Israel, 9 to 10 Central European time. And I think it's going to be 8 to 9 in Morocco, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I see you on Wednesday morning.
So Elena, you're going to share with us the link in order to send it to the student, or the registration form as well, because we would like to register, Okay.
Yeah. You will have to register for that. So if you want to join, you will register and we will send you the link to join on Zoom.
Thank you very much, Elena. So we are going to renew from some of you, as I told you, the activities around these courses are going to be numerous. You are not obliged to follow all of them. You are very welcome to join any of the sessions that we are doing. And we are going to have the next session on Wednesday about digital literacy and the tool that Elena will practice with us. And then on Friday, we are going to be focused on the time management skills and, the exercise that we are going to do. And also on Friday, for those that you are interested, I will share with you the information at 12 o'clock CET. We are going to have scientific talks. And if you are interested in this, also you can follow them as well. So thank you very much for your time. You can switch on they were off the camera for the bandwidth. But you should follow, the instructions of everyone. And Elena is very demanding to have your faces, on during the interaction. So have a nice day. I will share with you. But I'm sorry, I forgot to ask, who was the winner? Can you please, reveal the winner? Because I would like to buy you something. Of today's Kahoot, who is the winner?
Hi, it's me.
Lenka, do you have a camera or you are shy? We should overcome the shy.
There is two of us. There is me, Terka, and Lenka, because we are on one phone.
So I will buy one present. I'm sorry, not two, but you can share. You are here. All right, I will buy you a book about soft skills and I will share with you. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See you on Wednesday. Of those that you will participate, we will share with you the link and the registration form. And then on Friday, we are going to have our normal lecture 0900 CET. And then you're very welcome also to join the Athena talk with a more specific research talk in 2D materials and applications. Christopher? All right. This is okay. No? All right. Okay. Thank you. It's nice to see Tatiana and Sasha always, and Samia and Elena. So all of you. All right. Bye, and speak you soon. Bye. Thank you, Eric. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.